So yeah, welcome. So basically, in this wonderful individual reading, this can be for Cancer, and this can be for a Cancer for February 5th to February 10th of 2026. So you know what, Cancer, I understand what you're going through, but the way how this is, I need to understand what's going on in this whole entire way of how it goes. Because this is the way it is. So you have to understand what the way of this is. You have to believe in order to do that in this whole entire way of how it goes. Because this is the way it works, right? This is the way how it goes, and this is how it is. So you understand about how it's going to be in that way, because you have to figure out in that way, and because this is how it goes. So you know what, Cancer, I understand what you're going through, but the way this is how it goes. So this oracle card, it says, worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. You know, that's how it goes in that way, because when you worry about something, you understand of how it goes. And when you worry about things, it's like that's how it goes, right? It's like when you're worrying about, what's going on, you're worrying about the time, you're worrying about, if you're going to be making it to work on time, that's how it goes. But the way of this is, you understand that, right? It's the way of how it works in that way, whether you understand it, but the worrying is the way how it goes in that way, because you have to understand that, right? That's how it goes, okay? So we're going to figure out who's on the left side, who's on the right side, and then who's in the middle. So this lower card on the left side, it says sexual desire. So there's something that's happening in this situation, because if you're going through a moment of time, whether if you like, how things are, if you're in a relationship, or that's how it goes. This is how it goes. So if you're having your own sexual desire, or whether you're deciding, that's how it goes in that way, because that's how it goes, okay? And for them on the right side is, I don't understand. That's how it goes in that way, because when you don't understand something, you basically misunderstood, right? That's how it goes. But that's just how it goes in that way, whether you understand how it goes in that way, and you have to know it, right? That's how it goes. So you see it as from a feeling, but the way how this is the way it works. So this is how it is, alright? That's how it goes. So we're going to figure out what's going on in that way, because this is how it goes. We're going to figure out who's on the left side, who's on the right side, and who's in the middle of the situation, because this is how it goes in that way. So this is how it is. So here we go. So in this wonderful feeling, we have the King of Pentacles here. There's no money involved in this entire expression, but the way this is, Cancer, I know what you're going through. This is how it goes. For them, they are having trauma, because they might be dealing with an internally requires in that way, because this is how it goes. So you're basically having your own momentum, but the way this is the way it works, right? This is the way of how everything is in that way, whether you have to guarantee what you're doing in that way, okay? So let's see. So let's see who's basically on the left side here. Territory, there's heartbreak. Registers, there's no skill. Ace Pentacles over, there's prosperity about money. That's how it goes. So when you have heartbreak, Cancer, I know that heartbreak is actually sadness, or when you're going to use your control, that's how it goes. So it's like you're saying to yourself, it's like, why keep doing this? Why I have all these, temptations of what I'm going through? This is how it goes. So it means that if you have your own worry, you're worrying about something, right? That's how you can do. What's this Nine of Swords for them? Page one is over, there's prospects. World is over, there's completion. 6 1 there's no salvation. 6 Pentacles there's no kindness. So they are being unkind right now. They know what they're going through, because that's how it goes. But the way this is, if there's something that's happening, that's how it goes. They know what's going on, because that's how it's going to be, because enough is enough. But when they keep controlling with it, that's how it goes. When they have no kindness whatsoever, there's something that's happening, right? Because they don't understand, or that's how it goes. So it's like there's something that's happening in that way. What's this Ace Pentacles for you, Cancer? 3 Cups is over, there's completion. Here from reverse, there's no guidance. Ace Cups over, there's prosperity about love. Yeah, because that's how it goes. So you have excitement. You have to understand about that sexual desire. But the way this is, you understand what's going on. You know what's going on, but this is how it goes. You're trying to have your own free-for-all for everything else, right? That's how it goes. And when things are happening, that's the way it works, because that's how it goes. What's the Six of Pentacles about for them? 7 of Swords, there's no resilience. The story here is no inspiration. Ace of Swords, there's anxiety. Yeah, because they're feeling like how they're feeling. So there's something that was happening that way. It's like, why are you trying to figure it out? But the way this is, it's like this is the way it happens. So they might be dealing with an Gemini request in that way, because that's how they're focusing on that. What's this Ace of Cups for you, Cancer? 5 Pentacles, you want to prosperity about money. Wheel of Fortune, you want to have good luck. 3 Pentacles, there's no excitement. Ace of Wands, there's new beginnings, right? That's how it goes. So when you have new beginnings, you're trying to go with the flow. But the way this is, you're trying to understand what's happening. You need to stay focused. You need to be who you are, because that's how it goes. When things are not going as planned, it's like, why you keep doing it, right? This is how it goes. So there is always something that's happening in that way, because this is how it goes. Let me clarify this Ace of Wands here. Death card is out, there's endings. Sun card here says negativity. The Empress here says no nourishment. Lovers here says no decisions. 9 Wands, there's fear. Yeah, because that's how it goes. So they're understanding, as in you, Cancer, it's like you're having endings here. You're trying to have fear. You're trying to have things are not going as planned. But when you keep doing it, that's how it goes. It's like, well, this is not going to end well. No, it's not. Because when you have negativity, Cancer, I know what you're going through. You're going through a different perspective. And when you do it, that's how it goes, right? This is the way it is in that way, because that's how it goes, right? So when things are happening all at once, that's how it goes in that way. You have to understand that. So what's in the middle of this situation? So we have the Knight of Cups here, says no romance here. Okay? Followed by the 6 of Pentacles here, says no kindness. Followed by the Ace of Cups here, says no prosperity or love. Just so you're not telling the truth, you're lying about something. The Hand of Yours says no restrictions. 9 Pentacles here, you're feeling uncomfortable. Ooh, wow. 4 Pentacles over, you want prosperity about money. Yeah, because that's what you want. But the way this is, it doesn't go there, right? We have to keep going with this, because this is how it goes. So it's like, this is like never easy, right? This is getting to get harder and harder for you, Cancer. Like you're going through a whole entire system, right? A bad system, a bad omen, a bad outcome. But this is how it goes. So let's see. Let me clarify this 9 Wands for you, Cancer. Empress over, there's nourishment. Alright, what's for them? Hermit over, they want to find a soulmate. Okay, so they're in hermit mode. Alright. So we got that understanding here. Okay, let me clarify the Empress, please. For you, Cancer. Let's see. Here, finger says no guidance. Terrorist over, you're healing. That's how it goes, right? This is how it is. Okay? What's this Hermit card for them? 10 of Swords, there's always these conclusions. Queen of Cups says no empathy. King of Swords says no nourishment. There's Magician here says no skill. 3 Wands here says no communication. Yeah, because they're actually cutting it off, right? So they're cutting off the communication. That's interesting. What about for you as this Temperance card? Magician is alright, you want skill. Strength is alright, you want bravery. Sorry, yours is no inspiration. Hermit is upright, so you want to find a soulmate as well. But you know what? If you keep doing this, whether if they are basically cutting out the communication, why are you worrying about it? Why? But the way this is, you have to keep continuing with it, Cancer. I know what you're going through. What's the 3 of Wands? What the Wheel of Fortunes are, you want to have good luck. Moon is upright, there's no expectations. Fool reverse, there's no change. The Chariot reverse, there's no progress. Death card reverse, there's no endings. Justice upright. So they're telling the truth. They want things to happen to go their way instead of not going your way. But the way this is, it's like, why you keep acting like this? Why you keep like saying, woe is me, I can't do it anymore, I quit. Well, this is how it goes. So let's see what's this Hermit card for you, Cancer. Death card is alright, you want endings. Temperance here says no healing. Empress alright, you want nourishment. Yes, you might be looking for Scorpio, because you want things to happen in a different perspective. That's all you can do. But why you keep resisting it? Like why is that a very good temptation, right? That's how it goes. If you're tempting of something, you have to go with it. But the way this is the way it works, right? Why is this justice card for them? The Tarot says no transformation, doesn't is upright, they're taking action. Wheel of Fortune already, they want to have good luck. That's what they want. They want to have good luck because that's what they want. Versus you, right? You want prosperity about money, alright, but this is how it goes. Like why you keep doing it. So let me clarify this Four of Pentacles. Fool is upright, there's change. Yeah, because there is change coming along. Because this is how it goes in that way. Let me clarify this Fool card. World Reverse, there's incompletion. Okay, so there's something that's incompleted. Okay, so what's happening with this World card? Wheel of Fortune, you're having bad luck. Yeah, that's how it goes. Opposite. 10 Wands, or there's burdens. Yeah, that's how it goes. So you might deal with deal Aries as Taurus. What's happening between this 10 Wands here? Star is over, there's inspiration. The High Priestess, alright, you want to, both of you want to use your inner voice. That's what you want. But the way how this is, why you keep going with it? Why? Well, there is always a way of knowing what to do, right? That's how it goes. So let's see what this universe is saying. I'm going to go from the middle to them, middle to you. 2 Wands, 10 Wands, there's no burdens. Censors, there's no deceit. Justice over, they're telling the truth. The Judgment is over, they want to take action. 5 Wands over, there's chaos. Here from reverse, there's no guidance. 6 Pentacles over, they want to have kindness. Not necessarily, because they're between having unkindness and then having kindness. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but the way this is how it goes in that way. What's between the middle and the left side for you? 3 Pentacles here, there's no excitement. 2 Wands here, there's no planning. Empress is upright, there's nourishment. Queen Pentacles here, there's no stability. 5 Pentacles here, there's insecurity. 7 Pentacles here, so you already know which path you're going to, you already have a career. The Strength card here, there's no bravery. Hammer here, there's no restrictions. 3 of Swords here, there's no heartbreak. 2 Wands here, so you're which path you're going to take. Tower yours, there's no transformation. Ace territory, you want to have an understanding. That's how it goes. Yeah? That's what it seems to be. Alright, so what's the 6 of Pentacles about for them? 5 of Cups here, there's no grave. Page of Swords here, there's education. Queen of Cups here, there's no empathy. Queen Wands here, there's charisma. Okay, that's how it goes. What's for this Ace of Swords for you, Cancer? Wheel of Fortune here, you want to have good luck. 9 Swords here, there's trauma. 3 Wands here, there's no communication. So both of you are actually having no communication whatsoever. That's interesting. Okay, that's kind of odd, but okay. It's very interesting of how this is, because this is the way it is in that way. So let me clarify. Let me clarify the 3 of Wands for you, Cancer. Let's see. One more. So 8 of Pentacles here, there's no commitment, dedication, work, or effort. Okay. Followed by the 8 of Swords, there's trapped, restricted, victimized, helpless, powerless, blinded. Yeah, that's how it goes for you, Cancer. I know what you're going through, because that's how it goes. So what's between this Page of Swords and this Queen Wands for them? So they have the 6 Pentacles here because it means no generosity, no charity, support, sharing, giving, receiving, fairness, or gratitude. So there's no of that. Plus, the 10 Pentacles here, there's no harvest and rewards, results, growth, progress, patience, planning, or focus. So there's none of that. 10 of Swords, there's defeat, failure, bitterness, betrayal, exhaustion, collapsing, and giving up. Yeah, that's how they are feeling. Yeah. And what about in the middle? 3 pancakes over there. There's teamwork, collaboration, efforts, and goals. Yeah, this is how it goes. You need to have your own, you have to have teamwork, you have to have your own expertise, you have to have that, because if you think that you want a sexual desire, and if they want, and I don't understand, that's how it goes, right? It's the way of how this is in that way, because this is how it goes. So I understand that, right? So let me clarify this sexual desire for you, Cancer. It says painful memories. Oh yeah, that's how it goes. Yep. Yeah. So we got that for you, Cancer. And let's see for more. We can clarify the painful memories. I have to let you go to find myself. Yeah, it's like this is how it goes, because you understand how you're going through, because that's how it goes in that way. And let's see what I don't understand for them. It says, I am the man. Yeah, okay, so we understand that. Okay, so we understand that for them is the man of that situation. Followed by, you deserve better. Yeah, that's how it goes, right? That's how they're feeling, right? So they understand what's going on in this situation. Okay, now it's the middle. I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, exactly. So there's a man that was thinking about you, Cancer. And this is how it goes in that way, whether you're feeling okay or not. Okay, and then the next one is, the heat between us is intense. Yeah, exactly. So there was a man that was in love with you, and you're thinking, well, this is how it goes. And last but not least, it is all too much. Yeah, because there's a lot of things that are going on in this way, because this is how skeptical it is in that way, whether you see it as fulfilling, but that's how it goes. And one more is, it hurts so much. Yeah, because that's how it goes. When you're feeling like how that heartbreak is, or how you're feeling it, it's the way how this is. So whether you feel like it, that's how it goes in that way. It's the way of how it goes in that way. Okay, so that's how it is. But you understand what you're going through, because that's how it goes in that way, and that's how it seems to be. So this is how it is. But mind you, in my own circumstance, that if you are the masculine as the man and you're the feminine as the woman, Cancer, you need to believe that you need to have your own ways about controlling what you're doing and having your own time with the relationship, whether you're having a good relationship or not. But if you are closing off communication and you can't communicate, what's the point, right? So you understand what you're going through, but that's how it goes, right? So I hope you all like this video. Please give a like, please leave a comment if you want, but this is how it goes in that way, and this is how it seems to be. So I understand that, but this is how it goes, alright? So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all, and I'll see you next time when I do. And that's how it goes in that way. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful time. Thank you, and thanks, and bye.